What's happening, folks? So, I am going to be talking about a show that I saw last night. I saw The Dead South with the Sadie's opening. I've been a fan of Dead South for a long time. This is the second time that I've seen them. I first saw them in Boston in 2022, I want to say. Yeah, it sounds about right. But it just seems like every time they come around here, like I usually have different plans. Like they've come around a few times when he's here the same day, so I'm definitely, I love my clown, so I gotta go see my clown. But anyway, so I actually went with my friend Julie because it was her birthday. She loves Dead South. She's never seen them before, and I mean, they were fantastic. They've always been fantastic. So put on a great show. Dead South is a band out of Regina, Saskatchewan, and they're like a gritty bluegrass folk type. I mean, they're bluegrass folk, but they talk about stuff that other bands don't really talk about, like drug use and murder and drinking heavily, and it's they focus on subjects that you don't really hear in bluegrass too often. So, but there's a four-piece band. They have, I don't even really want to call it a band. It's more of like a musical ensemble because there's four members of the band and three of them actually like sing. So you have Nate, who's kind of like he's the head singer type, like kind of the face of the band. Then you have Colton, who's the banjo player. Then you have Scott, who also sings, plays guitar, mandolin. And you have Danny, who plays actually cello, but he kind of plays it like a guitar. So, and like most of them, I don't think Colton sings too much, but Nate, Scott, and Danny all sing, and they all actually have songs that they're the lead vocalist on. So, it's a great band. I love them. If you haven't seen them, please do. They are excellent. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say family fun, but they don't do anything that's over the top and not going to be appropriate for at least, like fourth or fifth grade kids. So, but anyway, so that's that. I saw the Sadies, which they are a three-piece band out of Toronto. They opened for the Dead South. Their set was around 45 minutes or so. I've never heard of them. This is the first time I've seen them. I think the singer during the band, he did say that they used to be a four-piece, but I guess his brother was the original singer, and he actually passed away like 3 years ago or something like that. So he had to take up duties of, singing. And they have a stand-up bass, a drummer, and a guitarist. Um, the singer definitely his instruments are well loved. These were not polished instruments, but and he obviously is a very talented musician. He loves what he does, so it's great. And their sound is kind of like a late 60s, early 70s type sound. Like I was really getting like the Animals from them, or even I got like Joan Jett in some places. So it was actually like a really cool experience because it kind of brings back that nostalgia element for that, that type of fan base and those people that listen to that type of music. So anyway, so that's what I saw this past day. I really recommend these two bands if you have not seen them. I think the Dead South right now is, it's their headlining tour, and they're on tour for the North America. Um, I'm not quite sure how long their tour goes for, but I know that the date I saw them at was their first date, so which was in Deerfield, Massachusetts. So anyway, so if you get the opportunity, please go see them. They are amazing. Yeah, so I guess that's it. All right, I'll chat with you guys later.